Mamalahoe Kanavai is the law of the splintered paddle. It's enshrined in Article 9, Section 10 of the Hawaii State Constitution. We're down in front of the Hawaii Supreme Court, and more particularly, in front of the statue of Kamehameha I. In 1797, after Kamehameha had conquered the island of Oahu, he declared that the law of the splintered paddle would be the law of the land throughout the Hawaiian kingdom. The story goes that Kamehameha was on a military expedition in the Puena district of the Big Island when he came upon a group of commoners who were fishing. Kamehameha attempted to chase the commoners off. One of the commoners stayed behind to cover the retreat of the other commoners and had a large paddle. As Kamehameha was chasing after them, his foot became wedged in a crack in the lava, and this enabled the commoner to come up and crack Kamehameha over the head with his paddle. Years later, the man was brought before Kamehameha for justice to be done, and everyone expected that the man would be sentenced to death. Nope. Kamehameha forgave him. He said that what the man had done was done in self-defense, and that, you know, no one should be victimized by the government, basically. And so he declared the law of the splintered paddle. Punishment for violation of this law? Death. And with the rule of law and the law of the splintered paddle explicitly enshrined in the Hawaii State Constitution, what do you think happens here in Honolulu every New Year's Eve? Aerial fireworks are completely illegal in the city and county of Honolulu. You can be fined up to $2,000 for the use, possession, transportation, or sale of aerial fireworks. It was the Chinese who invented fireworks. Honolulu has a large population of ethnic Chinese, and a lot of their traditions are still kept alive, especially around Chinese New Year. But Chinese New Year's is weeks after January 1st, and all this kind of general pyromania takes place on 4th of July as well, and that has nothing to do with China. So what's with all the pyromania? Well, it's probably just as simple as the fact that people like bright flashes of light and loud noises. Good afternoon there, Surf Seekers. This is Tim from Honolulu, Hawaii with another episode of Senior Citizen Surfing Adventures. It's New Year's Day. Happy New Year to everybody. We are getting ready to head on up to the North Shore. Probably going to surf at our favorite beaches, either Laniakea or at Chun's. There was a fading swell this morning, but the surf report says that there should be some, head high, maybe overhead waves coming in, hopefully by the time we get up there. And so, without further ado, we're going to hit the surf. Okay, so I've got my surfboard loaded in the car. I got some Coke bottles all full of hot water for my nice North Shore shower. I've been ready to go, but you guessed it, I'm waiting for Walter. So I'm going to go see if I can hurry him along. We're going to try to get up to the North Shore while there's still some light to go surfing, because time and tide wait for no man. So we're driving on the Haleiwa bypass. This is the way the traffic should move on the bypass. There is no traffic whatsoever on the bypass. The way traffic should move on the Cam Highway. We're just cruising, and there is no blockage. Okay, so we're up here at Laniakea. We're waiting for some Japanese tourists to move their vehicles so we can get a parking place. And it looks like little maybe waist to shoulder high for the most part. We saw a set out at Holton's over here that looked kind of almost head high. But it's another beautiful, gorgeous day. I don't know if you can see. I got zoomed out about as much as it's going to go. There's a little set coming in over there at Holton's right now. I don't think it's going to be epic, but we should be able to catch a couple of waves before the sun sets. All right, the Japanese tourists are moving, so we're going to head into their space. So we're back here on the turtle side of the Laniakea Beach. We got a parking place back in the parking lot there. About maybe 5:30. We did take our own sweet time about getting down here today. The sun is setting out over Puena Point. Happy tourists on the beach. And out there at Holton's, there were actually some pretty decent sets a little while ago. Looked like about maybe 10 guys out in the water there at Lonnie's. And there's a guy who, you can take off on that one, but there are some little waves to be had. You got to get out there and get them while the getting is good. Just to give you an idea of the kind of endless stream of traffic that comes down the Cam Highway late in the day when everyone is leaving the beach to go home and get on back to town. Oh, we got a set coming in at Holton's out there. I don't know if you can see out in the distance. So we can zoom in on it a little bit for you. There's a guy taking off at Lonnie's. Just made it back to the car. Got changed into some dry clothes. And the daylight is almost gone. It is fading fast. Did manage to get a couple of little waves. All gold is good gold. All waves are well, almost all waves are good waves. Sometimes if you take off on the wrong wave, it don't work out too well for you at all. But those two waves were nothing to write home to mom about, but now I got a couple of fun little waves. It's good to get out there and have a paddle and get some exercise. And you guessed it. Once again, I'm at the car. I'm waiting for Walter. We were both together. We both came in on the beach together, but he was diddling around, I think just trying to maximize his beach time. So I'm going to shoot just a little more video here because there's some decent sized sets starting to come in out there off Himalayas in the distance. I don't know if you'll be able to see this at all on the video. If there's enough light or it's too hazy. But yeah, they call it Himalayas for a reason, because at times out there are just absolutely towering waves that look like snow-capped peaks. I think that's probably going to be it for today. Until the next time, aloha!